Greetings, Earthlings. Hello there. At least I didn't call you guys humanoids like Bobby the Brain Heenan used to do. I wanted to vlog about this here today because I watched it earlier today and it really hit me. Really hit me pretty hard. One of the things I've been studying a lot and fighting a lot myself is fear. With the idea of moving halfway across the country here in a matter of weeks, not knowing where I'm going to live, not knowing how I'm going to pay for everything. It's just a lot of fear and, just a lot of stuff that I'm worried about. And I watched a video earlier today from a guy named Elliot Hulse. Now, I've been following his channel, his material for, probably about a year and a half now. And Elliot's main focus is fitness, strength and conditioning, and, weight training, that kind of thing. But he also does a lot of fascinating stuff on motivation and inspiration. And, I really do encourage you guys to check out his channel. I will link to it. And I would love to have him as a guest on my podcast. But his video today was on the topic of fear. And there's an author named Joseph Campbell who he cites. And Campbell has an idea, a concept of eating your shadows when it comes to your fear, because all fear really is your shadows chasing you. And where are your shadows? Usually they're behind you. As the great Satchel Paige once said, don't look back because somebody might be gaining on you, or something might be gaining on you. But his idea of eating your shadows when it comes to fear is something that I find really fascinating. Because when you eat something, you work on it, you chew it, you digest it. The acids and the bacteria in your stomach help to break it down and help to break down the nutrients in your body. Of course, eventually you poop it out. But that is what you don't need. And I find that just an incredibly fascinating take on a very human situation. And, fear is something that we shouldn't be afraid of. Fear is something we shouldn't be afraid of. I had to say that twice because I didn't really understand it when I said it. But fear is something we shouldn't be afraid of. We shouldn't be afraid of fear. We should embrace fear, because if you have fears, if you have something that you're afraid of, if you have something that makes you nervous, that makes you worried, I believe that's a good thing. I believe that's something that you should embrace, because if you're coasting through life, if you are going through life paint by numbers and just, letting life happen to you instead of grabbing life by the throat, you're going to do some things that are going to make you scared, that are going to scare you. Now, I've talked about this before, that fear is something, the fear of doing a big thing, the fear of doing an important thing is different from the fear of having a loaded gun aimed at your face or staring down the muzzle of a rabid dog wanting to rip your throat out. The fear that I'm talking about is that butterfly in your stomach when you go to approach an attractive woman, or that fear that you're going to do a big thing badly. But I believe that is the good fear. That is the fear that you should embrace. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Fear is human, but it's how you react to that fear is what sets you apart. If you feel the fear, but push through and do it anyway, if you eat your shadows, then those are the people who change the world. And I know you can't see me, but I can see you. Talk to you later. Bye.